Good morning, good morning. Hello. Let's see. Got some early birds. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Sarah, Amber, Livia. Oh, too many people now. Hey, Moni.
Morning.
Okay, you're rolling.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Hi, Flo. You going to come and join us for a bit? She's got a bandana on. She's ready to work out with us. She was a little annoying earlier on the test run, so I might have to kick her out because she wanted to bite my socks for some reason. I've got my Spurs socks on today, ready for this. Come on, you kids. Got my Spurs socks on, so they're going to help me out. Hope you've got your socks on too. Also, what you're going to need is a couple of hand towels. I don't know, maybe you've stolen a couple of towels from your local studio, and this is a good time finally to get to use them. Put them back. Put those towels back. All right, so keep those ready. Welcome to the Bootcamp Pilates clients and Pilates Circuit clients and friends of our clients, friends and family. I know a couple of you are not joining us today. DJ is hurting from yesterday and apparently is not joining us. And there might be a few others who are a little bit sore. Unfortunately, this is going to be just as hard as yesterday. It's got all the moves that we sort of doing using our socks and those little hand towels are going to hit your core pretty hard. So let's get ready. Our feet together. You're on your mat for a little bit of comfort. I'm just going to stand behind the mat so you can see me. And I just want you to roll your arms. We're going to reach up all the way over. Give yourself a little bit of room if you're there with your family. And just watch you don't clip the kids around the back of the head. As you take your arms around, or just clip them around the ear, don't do that, they won't like it. And then you're going to take your arms around the other way. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just warming up the body. Like I said, it's going to be fairly intense. We're just swing your arms side to side. As you do that, feel the weight transfer through your feet. Okay, so hopefully no one's wearing trainers, and you can actually feel your feet working. Okay, now you're going to do a roll down. I'm going to give you a side view. You're going to shift your weight forwards. You're going to keep your tailbone tucked under a little bit. And you're going to scoop around your body and drop down to the floor, diving down towards the floor. And then from here, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, stand into your feet. Send the tailbone down to propel you up. Do that again. Shift your weight forwards. Scoop round your body. All the way down to the floor, maybe you can touch the floor and then stand into your feet and roll all the way up. Okay, you're going to grab a knee. Take the knee, press it into the hand, elbows wide, put it down, and then do the other leg. I'm just going to turn the face to you so you keep that going. So grab a knee, pull that knee into your chest. How tall can you be on the standing leg? You might feel a little muscle in your hip fire at the top there. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then shake the legs. A little running on the spot. Shake the arms. Shake the shoulders. A little twist from side to side. And as we've got football socks on, a little bit of a football move. Footballers love to do this. Their favourite football move, football warm-up. A little knee up and then out to the side. Knee up and then out to the side. Good work. In the old days, 10 of these before a match, you'd be ready to go. That'd be it. Okay, knee up and around. Make it smooth. Warm up that hip. And good, and then shake. Okay, warming up the upper body. Just come on to the end of your mat. Feet together, shift your weight forwards, roll all the way down to the floor. If you need to bend the knees, you can. Come out into a high plank. Pause for me. Stand into your arms. I want to just cue that press up position again. So you're standing into your arms, not sunk like this. I don't want your hips here either. Get your hips up, strong arms, and then come back in and then stand up. So remember that push-up position later. Okay, so rolling down, walk out, strong, press your fingers into the mat, come back in, feel your feet, stand into your feet, roll all the way up. One more, shift your weight forward, rolling down. Then you're going to pause here. And from here, I want you to take your foot to the outside of your hand, let your hip drop, and then hold here. So I've got my left foot forwards. I'm going to take my left arm up and reach up towards the ceiling, and then put it back onto the floor. Come back into a push-up position, and then take your other foot to the outside of your hand, and then reach that arm up towards the ceiling and reach. Good, now you're going to walk back in. Okay, so we'll do that again. We're going to roll down, walk out, go left foot first, ready? Big step, step, reach, hands down, swap legs, right foot, step, reach, come back in, walk it all the way up. We're going to do that one more time. So shift the weight forwards, roll down, diving down towards the floor, come out, ready, step, reach, hands down, back, high plank, step, reach, come back in, walk it all the way in, stand into your feet, and then all the way up. All right, come into sort of the middle of the mat. Well, anyway, you can see me. Okay, knee up from here, hands in like this. I want you to reach and get horizontal, and then see if you can balance on one leg. How is your balance this morning? People wobbling next to you? Are they falling over and cheating and grabbing your own leg? Tell them to get off. Hit them away. Tell them to go and work on it tonight. Two more. One more. Reach. How far can you reach? Arms forward, leg back. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together. Stand up, shake the legs. All right. Other leg up, balance, arms in here, tall, chin tucked in. From there, leg back, arms forwards, go. How far can you reach? And then come back in, 5. Arms forwards, leg back, 4, whoops. And then coming back. 3, had a hip operation on this. 2, excuses, I know. And ready, 1, reach, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back in, shake the legs. All right, well done. Okay, so now I'm going to get into our little sort of sock routine. I'm going to shift my mat forwards a little bit, so that you can still see me. Some of the work will be on the end of the mat now, and our body, the knees are off the mat. If it's too uncomfortable on the floor, you could just bring your knees in just for a second. Okay, I want you to just give me a little kind of arch at the back. So your head between the arms, and then let go. And ready, scoop. And then let go. One more, scoop. And then let go. All right, and then shake. And then hands up, tuck the tailbone under, so lean back a little bit. You could look down and see your knees, okay? And then from there, hold back the head, and then just side bend from one side to the other. So elbow towards your hip, the other elbow up. And we're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then check. Okay, so here we go. Hands down, press up position, that big push up position. Take and slide your legs back. Okay, stand into your arms. If this is too much on your wrists, you could do this from your forearms, okay? So if anyone's got wrist issues, come onto your forearms. From here, you're going to bring the knees in. So knee stretch, or at Bootcamp Pilates, we do call this a kind of icebreaker, or you might know it if your instructor is a stop instructor. They call this jackrabbit. And then knees in and out, what some do. Knee stretch, jackrabbit, icebreaker, same thing. I want you to breathe out as you extend the legs, and then breathe in as you come in. Now we're going to go a little bit quicker. We'll do 5 more. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in, and then shake off the wrists. Nice and tall. Arms up. We're going to go side to side, side to side. Pretty tough one to start with, right? Good. All right, now you're going to come on to your forearms. So I've got my forearms on the end of the mat. I'm going to send the legs back. I'm going to keep the feet still, and then I'm going to walk. I'm going to little army crawl to the end of the mat until my feet almost touch the mat. And then you're going to go all the way back. So you're going to walk forwards using your forearms. Keep going. You guys keep going. I can stop and get a little break, but you guys keep going. Okay, so walking forwards using your forearms, and then walking back. Do this at your own pace. Okay, got another 20 seconds. So feet, you're keeping the toes tucked under and sliding on those socks, and then little army crawl back. One more time, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in, rest onto the mat, arms out, sit back, pressing your pelvis back towards your heels. Sit back, have a little shake through the shoulders. And then coming back up, all right. And then shake the arms, lovely. Okay, so it's getting a little bit into that sort of plank position again, that push-up position. This is a mountain climber that you all recognize. From here, you're going to bring one leg forwards and one leg back. And then what we're going to do is literally swap. And I want you to do 30 seconds of this. All right? So you're just going to bring the knees in. Now the knee is almost coming between my forearms. I'm standing into the arms. I'm a little bit rounded in my upper back, as if I got my finger here and pushed it. If I push that here, watch what happens, a little round scoop there. That means your brace now and your core is working, but your head isn't down, your neck is long, there's no tension. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring the knees in and then shake off those wrists. Or if you're on your forearms, you're not going to really be getting in the wrist, you're just going to shake your arms anyway. Okay, good. Now we're going to come back into the same position. Push the feet away, stand into your arms, neck is long. I want you to, now this is a little hip open, you're going to swing one leg out to the side and then bring it back in, and then swing the other leg out to the side. If you're doing this with people, try and synchronize this. So you're all going one leg at the same time, maybe right leg, and then left leg together. Okay, like a little synchronized swim team. Everyone's doing the same. Imagine you're all being videoed. You have to do it exactly at the same time. Legs. Now, how far can you sweep that leg round? Big sweep round, sweep that leg. 4 more. 4, stand into your arms. 3, almost kicking our new expensive lights. 2, hopefully everything's looking a little bit sharper today. We've invested some money. You're going to bring the knees in And then shake those wrists, shake it off. And then just lift your arms up. So your bicep almost touches the ears. Can it touch? Reach the other hand up to the ceiling. One hand up, one hand down. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, and now I'm going to lie your back. I want your bum on the edge of your mat, okay? And then you're going to roll all the way down slowly, arms by your sides. Just to prep this first, we're going to do a little bridge, okay? So you're going to get your feet a bit more underneath you, so near your knees. You're going to stand into your arms. You're going to do a little pelvic tilt, stand into your feet and your arms, use that, come up for a little bridge, and then roll down. So we've been doing this for a couple of days now, so this should be very easy for you guys. And we're just, the muscles in the backs of your thighs here, and these muscles here are working predominantly to get you up. So you're rolling down, you're feeling like as you come down, you're feeling each sort of bony section of your spine, as your spine drops down onto the floor, and your tailbone, this bone here, where the base of your spine lands softly on that mat. Okay, just 2 more, so that's easy enough. 1 more, stand into your feet. Okay, from here, you're going to lift your toes up, okay? We're going to start just doing one leg at a time. So send one leg away, bring it back underneath you. Send the other leg away, bring it back underneath you. Now, the hip, it wants to drop as you do this. You've got to sort of push, and you can use your arms for this. Push in to your arms, fingers straight, fingers long, reach arms long, shoulders comfortably away from you. So, you know, there's no tension in the neck. And you're breathing out as you reach. Now, if you want to make this tougher, and we do a similar move on the reformer, but it can be a little bit harder on the reformer. Well, it depends on the spring you're on. So you'll recognize this. This is our leg curl. You're going to press both feet away and then bring both heels underneath. Keep your hips high. Let's only do 6 more. 1, keep the hips high. 2, if that's too difficult, you're going to go with a single leg. 3, 4, ready, 5, and 1 more, 6, and then come down, ooh, softly, and then shake the legs, okay? 1 knee, you're going to pull it in. You're going to swap legs, and then the other leg. You're going to pull that knee in. Okay, while we've got these warm, let's go into leg pull. So I'm just going to shift my weight back a bit. So my feet now on the mat for grip. My hands are behind me. Leg pull's a really difficult move. So if your wrists are hurting, you can come onto your forearms and do this. Or just stay onto your back and walk the feet. Okay. Otherwise, up here, like a reverse bridge. Open up the chest, spread the fingers wide, stand into your arms, chest open. Now, hips don't move. Okay, they don't want to rock from side to side. Reach that leg long, point the toe. Breathe out, reach. Now, if you want to make it harder today, we're going to go into leg pull. The official version, okay, so the big version, zip the inner thighs together, okay, stand into 1 foot, allow the other leg to lift, 8, otherwise you carry on doing the one I showed you before where your legs are bent, 7, 6, how high can you reach that leg, 5, and the leg is straight, 4, hip is high, 3, keep the hip high, 2, and 1, and then come down slowly. Good. And then shake the arms. Shake the arms. Shake the legs. Okay, I want you to grab your stolen gym towels. you know you've stopped them, put those June towels back. 3 weeks to think about it. All right, from here, you're going to put them onto the floor, okay? My knees are towards the end of the mat. And I'm going to put my hands on them. So I'm going to adopt a sort of position on all fours, okay? My knees are under my hips, my hands are under my shoulders. I'm standing into the arms, okay? Now from here, what I'm going to do is slide one leg out and one arm out in front of you. And as I do that, I'm going to drop into a sort of press up and then bring it back in and then bring my hands under my shoulders. And then I'm going to slide the other arm out, drop into a single arm push up and then slide it back in while pressing through the other arm and then bring my hands under, reset every time. So I'll show you that again. We go out and then bring it back in. Now I don't mind if your pelvis or even your belly button lightly touches the floor. So reach and then push and then come back in. Reach, single arm, and then come back in. So it's a really tricky move. If this is too much for you, I want you just to bring your knees in close and just give me a narrow push up with your elbows tucked in, okay? Don't slide out at all. We're going to do 6 more. And in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then sit back. Very good. Tricky one. Okay. So come back onto all fours. This time, as I pick up my hands, you can then hold them and then put them back down every time. So this is a little breaststroke. So when we do our wheelbarrows on the reformer, we can kind of, we can push away and the springs will help us get back in. But we can't do that with our hands here. So I'm going to get out to this position, lie my tummy, lift my head up, legs long and straight, breaststroke arms, bring it back in and around, under my shoulders, push up, and then come back in. Okay, so what you're going to do is start on all fours. You're going to slide out, go out with me now, all the way out slowly, land softly onto your tummy, and then legs long and straight behind you. Lift your chest up and forwards, grab the towels, breaststroke around, bring your hands back underneath the shoulders, breathe in, breathe out, push up, strong, and then bring it back in. When you do that push up, I don't want to push up like this. Okay, that's horrible. As you push up, also lift your belly with you. So almost feel like you push up through your belly button as well at the same time. So ready? Slide out. Arms, pick up the towels, breaststroke, under your shoulders, push up strong, bring it back in. Let's go. We're going to do 6 more. So go out, legs long and straight, head and chest up, but you're still looking forwards. As you do that breaststroke, I don't want you to look up. Keep the back of your neck long. I don't want any creases in the neck, so I don't want your head to do that as you do breaststroke. The neck is long. Ready? I know I've been talking a lot today, but things are a bit more complicated and we just need to take a little bit more time for safety. Slide out and then around. Bring it back in. Slide out. The chest up, neck long, breaststroke, bring it back in, push up, and then sit back. Good. And then arch your back, and then let go of your spine. A little cat stretch. Head down, scoop, and relax. Ready? Scoop, and relax. Okay. Now we're going to keep using these. We're going to do this from a push-up position. So this, well, again, if you've got wrist issues, Then I want you just to go out and do that shoulder bridge we did earlier. Shoulder bridge and walk the feet so you're lying on your back. Lift your hips up and down, okay? This is not one for your... There's no easy version of this, I'm afraid. Okay, so you're going to come up into a high plank position. And hopefully you remember Karate Kid back in the day. So what I want you to do with your arms, you're going to wax on with one hand, bring it back in, making a small circle, and then around with the other, bring it under the shoulders, okay? Stand into your arms, wax on, and then wax on with the other hand, taking it around in a circle. You're reaching out and around, reaching out and around. Hold in this position, legs long and straight. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then sit down, take a stretch. Now I want you to shake through your shoulders. And then from there, come up onto your knees and roll your wrists one way. And then roll the wrist the other way. Now you're going to come back into that push-up position. I know what some of you are thinking who saw Karate Kid. You're like, what happened to wax off? Well, there's your wax on, and there's your wax off, around the other way. Okay, ready? One arm is going around in a circle, one way, and then the other way. So wax on, wax off. And the great thing about this is we're cleaning the floor. Everyone's contributing to cleaning the floor. Lovely. Polish that up nicely. Around one way and around the other way. Here we go. Around one way, around the other way. One more time. Around one way, wax on, wax off. Bring it underneath. And there, I want you to sit back. Take a little shoulder movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Perfect timing. All right. So we're going to put these to the side for a second. You're going to turn around onto your knees, shake, and we are going to do a whole round of that again and go through it. Yes, I'm afraid we are. Do you need a drink? Take a drink. Take a drink. I'll give you an 8-second break. So only because I need one myself. Harder than yesterday? So. Okay, so to make it harder, now that you know the moves, we're going to probably get through it a little quicker. Okay, so first move is icebreaker, knee stretch, jackrabbit. So hands down, push up position, stand into your arms. Ready? We're going to do 10. 1, both legs in and out. 2, 3, breathing out. 4, 5, body's not moving, just the legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come in and crash down. Shake the arms. Shake the arms. Good. Okay, come onto your forearms. We're going to do the army walk. You're going to pull yourself forwards, walking until your feet almost touch that mat. And then you're going to walk yourself back using your arms. Go. Pull yourself forwards to the end of the mat. And then walk it back. Good. You're going to do 2 more. Go. Walk it forwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Ready. Go. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And elbows, forearms driving into the mat. Elbows driving into the mat. From here, bring the knees in underneath you. And then shake the arms, roll the shoulders. Okay, hands down. Mountain climber, stand into your arms. If this will hurt your wrist, come onto your forearms. Knees. Now, one knee comes forwards, the other leg reaches back. Reach, 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 reach. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it back in. Shake, shake, shake. Let's just put in a move and make that hard. Now you can either do the mountain climber again, or you're going to do pikes, which I'm going to chuck in now. If you're going to do the pikes, this is really hard, okay? So you lift your hips, you're trying to get your legs straight. If that's too much, just do this. 10 seconds, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So stand into your arms, feel like you're doing a handstand. 5, lift your hips high. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in. Shake it off. Roll the shoulders, roll the shoulders. Single rolls, single rolls. Both arms, both arms. Okay, come into a push-up position. Forearms makes it easier if you want to make it easier. Hip opener. Out to one way. Out to the other way. Slide that sock out. Can you get that foot almost level with your hand? So see how that foot comes right out to the side. Keep going. You need to synchronize this. So you're all going out together and then back in. Out together and back in. Out together, back in. Out together, back in. Out, reach. 2 more. 1 more. Reach. Bring it back in. Bring the knees in. Shake it off. Shake through the wrists. Roll the shoulders. Ear to one shoulder. Ear. Into the center. Ear. Into the center. Okay. Push-up position. Imagine you're doing a star jump. Take your feet out and back together. Out and back together. If anyone wants to make this tougher, you can go out, back together, single push-up. Out, back together, single push-up. Okay? We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees all the way in. Ooh, okay. Come into giving shoulders, arms a rest now. We're going to do those bridging into the leg curls and the single leg curls. Okay, so your bum is sort of on the edge of the mat so that you can get your feet underneath you. Feet just a few inches apart. And then knees, hips, knees, feet all tracking. Don't let the knees roll out to the side as you bridge and then roll down. Remember that little peel off the mat. Stand into your feet, thigh bones reaching to the wall and then roll down. And at the top of this bridge, remember from yesterday I said the ribs are soft, so no one's jamming up so much that you're on your neck. So if you're doing this with people, just look at the top of their bridge. Do they look comfortable? It's tough, but it's comfortable. It doesn't look like they're jamming into their neck at the top of that bridge. Big common mistake, okay? And again, the knees, hips all tracking. Some people who are weak, their knees will fall out to the side as they go up, all right? So you can either keep that going for that bridge, or you can come up and hold and do one leg back in, both, and then the other leg. Onto your heels, remember the toes lifted. So that's your single leg curl. Or if you want to make it super hard, both legs. You ready? We're going to go 8, 7, keep your hips high. 6, 5, 4, hips high. 3, 2, and 1. Then come down softly, shake the legs. Okay, into leg pull. So just shuffle back so you can get your feet on. Hands face front or slightly out to the side. So prep for this. If you want to make it a little bit easier, stay here into this reverse bridge and just walk the feet. And look at your hips just for a second. Watch they're not sort of moving down as you take one leg away. So as I left foot down, right foot reaches, I press this left foot into the mat to allow the other leg to float up. And then you'll feel the glute kick in hard. Right, for those people who want to make that tougher, into leg pull, full version, hips open, chest up. Look at the ceiling or look forward, whatever's more comfortable. Hands, if this is uncomfortable, you can take the hands out to the side. 8, let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then come down. Shake it. All right, I'm going to grab your stolen sweat towels. Well done. Or you might be using something that you've personally bought. If you have, I apologize. Okay, and then from here, now someone had their own sliders, I think they've been using. So you can buy those on the internet, Google sliders, and you can do all that work with a specific little circular disc, which is designed to slide on floors and carpets and things. Very affordable home piece of gym equipment. Okay, so from here, I've got my hands under my shoulders. I'm standing into the arms. I always come back to that strong box push-up position, okay? From there, remember that first move. We're going to let the arms slide out. And as I do, my hand stays under, my other hand stays under my shoulder. And then as I slide this back in, I push up. So one arm goes out, the other hand is under the shoulder, reach, and then bring it back in. So we're going to go 8 and in, 7 and in, 6 and in, 5 and in, 4 and in, 3 and in, 2 and in, 1 and in. Good. Sit back, take a stretch. Take time. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Good. A little shoulder shake. Great. And now we're going to go into breaststroke. So hands over the shoulders. From here, we're going to slide both hands out together. So you reach, slowly, slowly. How far can you reach before you come crashing down? And then land softly. Now, pick up the hands, send the legs long and straight behind you. And then from there, lift the hands up. How far can you reach around breaststroke? Arms under the shoulders, push up, come back in. So just do 5 of those. 1, around, bring it back in, push up. Remember, you're looking down at the floor, your neck is long. Chest up and forwards. Yeah? So I don't want the chest just to lift straight up. How much length can you create through your body? Chest up and forwards. So I'm taking imagine someone was pulling my head on a bit of string towards the opposite wall. Out that way, my head is being pulled, not just a little up, but forwards, legs long and straight. Okay, one more. So reach out, lift the chest up, arms up at the same time, and around, under the shoulders, push up, and then sink. So you should feel the muscles in your back working a little bit harder there. And then into the push-up position for wax on. We'll do wax on first. So high plank, wax on, bring it back under the shoulder, wax on with the other hand. Now you might find one arm, as you take the other way more stable. Okay? So it's easy to clean the floor with one hand, but not the other. And then you probably, well, a lot of people have a few imbalances in their body. So there's probably muscles deep in the shoulder that are not working so well on that side. 2 more. 1 more. And then sit back. But doing all this kind of stuff is going to strengthen it. Okay, so just stay with us. Stay with us. Little shoulder shake. Okay, now we're going to go into wax on and then wax off from the same arm. So come into a push-up position. Ready, one arm circle around, wax on, and then wax off. Clean that floor. Around one way and then around the other way. So we're going to go 1, we'll do 8 of these. 2, 3, 4. You'll feel one side of your body work a little bit harder. Your foot, the other opposite foot is having to sort of press into the floor to keep you balanced. Oh, I've lost count. 1 more. And then sit back in, sit back down. Woo. And then shake through the shoulders. Okay, great stuff. Lose the towels. Come onto your bum. I'm just going to shift my mat forwards a little bit so you can see me. You want to stay there as long as you can see me. So we're going to a little bit of sort of ab work. I want you to take the knees. You're going to grab your knees and then you're going to roll down through your body and then softly on the floor. Okay, and then feel like your feet are under your knees. Okay, feet are under your knees. And then from there, I want your arms, your hands to slide up your knees as high as you can. 10. Also, normal sit-up. 9. Nice break on the wrists. 8. Reach past the knees. 7. Breathing out. 6. Breathing out. Slide up. 5. Now the hips, knees, feet all in alignment. Those knees are talking to each other. They're not moving as I come up. And my chest lifts. My head isn't rocking, nodding as I do this. So I've got the same distance between the chin and the chest all the way through the move. And I'm going to feel like my ribs slide towards my hips as you come up. Can you get those fingers reach past the knees now? 2 more. 1 more and rest. Okay, grab the back of the head. So we did crisscross yesterday, which is 1 leg out straight, 1 leg bent. But this is triple crisscross. Okay, so what you're going to do is feel like the shoulder, let's just do the single one to start with. So the shoulder to opposite knee and the other leg reaches straight. I don't want you to swing. You'll see people cheat in gyms and they throw the elbow across the knee like this. I could do that all day. Okay, where is the control in that? No control, that's just momentum, that's just absolute rubbish. Okay, 1 leg straight, 1 knee up, control. Shoulder to knee, swap, shoulder to knee. So yes, you're looking at the kind of side wall, but I don't want you to cheat and throw that elbow. Pointless. So that's just our crisscross. So you can point the toe if you want, you can do some fancy footwork if you're a ballerina. Okay, you can give it the old toe flex, toe point and flex if you want to, lovely. But really I'm more worried about your shoulders getting to the opposite knee. Okay, come down and rest. Okay, now from here, we're going to go into triple crisscross. Okay, we've almost finished, got a few minutes left. So this is our last move. So from here, I'm going to go across, go 1, 2, 3, then swap. 1, 2, 3, and swap. 1, 2, 3, and swap. You guys keep going. 1, last move. 2, 3, and swap. 1, 2, 3, and swap. 1, 2, 3, and swap. Last 2 times. 1, 2, 3, and swap. 1, 2, 3, and die. Woo. And then shake the knees. Good stuff. So arms out behind you, legs out in front. Reach 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then grab the shin, roll all the way up. Come onto your knees. Little cat stretch, so just up and then let go of the spine. Big scoop, head down, and then let go. Good, and then come up onto your feet. And then stand all the way up, shake the legs. All right, so we just want to feel like we get a stretch through to the front of our body. So I want you to reach up, to lean back, thighs squeeze, flow. And then from here, from side to side, side to side. Okay, and then swing from one side of the body to the other. Flow. Come and sit on the mat. Sit, flow. Sit. Okay. Now, can you stay there? It would be nice if you could just stay. No chance. Okay, shake the legs. Okay, so we're just going to have a little hamstring stretch. We did some sort of hamstrings earlier. So one leg in front of the other, and then just hands on the leg behind, chest down. Chest down towards your leg. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then up and swap the legs. If I stand on her ear, I can pin her down. There's massive ears. Okay, chest down. Feel a stretch on the back of the thigh. You just can put your hands here for a little bit of support, unless you've got a dog to hold on to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yes, good, isn't it? 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to stand up on one leg, grab a knee, grab a foot, sorry, and then pull the foot in, push the hip forwards, lift the chest up. If you need to balance and hold on to a wall or chair to get a little stretch through the front of the thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap hands, swap spaniels. Take the foot and then push the foot into the hand, push the hip forwards. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake, reach up. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully it was a little bit clearer today with our pro lighting. We do have a mic has arrived as well, so the sound might improve if we can actually work out how to connect it. It's been tech hell. And then from side to side. So if you're now working out once a day, you're going for a walk, getting your 10,000 steps in, maybe eating well too. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better already. We are going to be continuing this every day, live at 11 o'clock, and it'll be there to download as well. But unfortunately, we're going to have to start charging for this, so we'll put the details out. Obviously, we need to survive at the studios. We've still got rent to pay at the moment. Landlords are not being that friendly. So we need to charge, and hopefully you can sign up and help us out, help support us at Bootcamp Pilates and my other studio, Pilates Circuit in Wandsworth. Lovely job, Lee. Thanks again. We can get these stupid long socks out and give them a wash. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully tomorrow.